What is up, my seafood friends, and welcome to r/entitled parents. I'm your host, Dr. Fishsticks, and Entitled Parents is a story subreddit of very entitled people who have children. So, let's get into it. Entitled parents angry I won't babysit 5 to 7 days of the week. They better be paying you handsomely if they expect you to do that. Never expected I'd be posting here, but here I am. My, female 19, brother and sister-in-law, both 32, moved back into my parents' home last week. They have 4 kids, 1, 3, 4, and 6, so of course what was a peaceful house has turned into a chaotic mess, like a literal pigsty. Friday, my brother asked me what my day-to-day schedule was like so that they can get an idea of how babysitting would work. Obviously, I went, what the frick, 'cause I never agreed to babysitting for anyone. I sat there dumbfounded and asked him to elaborate. Apparently my dad offered to help them with childcare by using me despite me having classes to attend both in person and online. Plus I work part-time and no one cared to check with me to see if it was okay, lol. I flat out said no, I was not babysitting Monday to Friday and that they would have to find some other solution. This upset sister-in-law. She starts complaining that I act like I don't love my nieces and nephews because I'm not willing to help them out and take care of them. Again, what the frick? My dad started complaining and told my mom to make me agree. I just got up and finished my dinner in my room because I was not about to deal with them guilt-tripping me. Later, my brother approached me, showed me what was basically a weekly schedule that had the hours they worked and all the hours I was expected to look after the kids. All 4 because the 6-year-old is homeschooling at the moment. To spare the rest of the boring details, I would be on duty from 6 a.m. till 1 p.m., then again from 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. because they wanted special time. Again, I shut that crap down and told them they were SOL because I wasn't doing it. Cue sister-in-law telling my dad I still won't do it, and he came in and started calling me selfish and lazy and said I'd have to come around it eventually because they'll still be living here for a while. Let me add, my dad doesn't even work. My mom does. He sits on his mom all day watching TV, and when she gets home, he doesn't even speak to her until he wants to know what is for dinner. Okay, so apparently SOL means crap out of luck. And yeah, no, they definitely are. I don't know why they expect, like, why do they expect this? Also, why is the dad acting like a child? Like, he's asking their mom to, like, reprimand them for him instead of just doing it himself. Like, I still wouldn't agree with them if he did it himself, but, like, come on, man, have some dignity. No, I will not watch your rude child. My son rides the bus with a very entitled, unruly girl that lies about everything and just generally bullies people. The bus driver has my son where he can see him to prevent it on the bus. Her mother is just as bad. We do live in a rural area, so the bus stops are spread out. E.g., as I will call the girl, lives just far enough off her mother drives her. On with the nonsense. We're down at the bus stop, in my car because it's raining. Normally we walked, but who wants to go to school soaked? Passing time by playing I Spy and games on my phone. Here comes EM. She spots my car, EG gets out and beelines it to my car. Doors are locked. She runs back to EM's car and loudly complains that she can't get in. No, I'm not letting her in either. Did it once, she trashed my car, was rude, never again. EM. So, you need to let my daughter in? No, I don't. Some people have things to do and can't just sit around all day. Some people have jobs, but make sure their kids get on the bus. Go away. EM trying to reach through the cracked window. Open this door right now. EG wants to sit in your car. I need my nails done. I can't just wait here. Me. Nope. Not my kid. Not my problem. Just get in your car. It's raining. At this point, I started closing the window, and she jerked her hand back. She did not get in her car, but decided to start hitting mine, screaming about her self-importance and me needing to understand her daughter is always right. No, I did not call the police. No need. The third kid at our stop is a sheriff's officer's son. We have a deal. I watch his son in the morning. He gets mine home safe in the afternoon. He pulls up to EM beating my car, EG screaming she is going to die of embarrassment now that people see her in her mother's car. Officer, why are you beating OP's car? It's raining. Go sit in yours. I unlock the doors for his son to get in. You see that? She won't even let EG in, but your son didn't even ask if she let him go in. She's disrespectful of important people's time. Officer, you're responsible for your child, not OP. She can decline access to her vehicle if she wants to. Get in your car or I'm calling SGD to authorize an impound, because you will go to jail for attempted destruction of OP's car and harassment. EM sulked back in her car and the bus pulled up. Took my big umbrella out and got the boys in the bus. EM drove off before the bus closed its stop sign, so the officer stopped her for that violation. I went home, chuckling. Neighbor lady is mad I won't let her kids use my pool unsupervised. I just moved into a new place with a pool out back. Neighbor lady comes up to the fence the other day while I'm having a beer and doing some yard work. After the greetings and whatever, the rest goes like this. EM. The people who lived before here would let my kids use this pool in the summertime. They're really sad about not being able to anymore. Why guilt trip? Just ask. Oh, well, I don't mind. As long as you're there, I can't watch them. Oh, well, the last people would just watch them because their kids were there too. They'd just sit out back. Okay, but I can't watch your kids. If they're going to be in my pool, you have to be there. I don't have time. I don't know why you can't just sit there and watch them so they can swim. I have no idea how to respond to this. She caught me so off guard. Now I think I need to change the lock on the gate because I'm afraid she has a key and will send her kids over alone. I don't have a problem with the kids using the pool, but I don't want to babysit the kids of someone I don't know around water. Yeah, no, you're fully justified. Like, pools are dangerous, especially for, like, little kids. I don't know how old these kids are, but if they're, like, little kids, like 6 to 10, that could be a huge issue, and I can understand why you wouldn't want to watch them for that. Entitled dad leaves me with his children on a plane. So this happened just last weekend. I was flying out of JFK Airport in New York, aka one of the worst airports in the US, trying not to catch the plague. Double masks, heck yeah. When I was in the TSA line, I was surrounded by two families, a mom and her son behind me, and two parents with two boys in front of me. The mom in front of me was tired, like she was just sitting on a big carry-on bag while her husband wheeled her about being tired. Dad was so focused on mom not falling off the suitcase that the boys were just darting around trying to play with the boy behind me as well. It's 6:30 in the morning. I am on 2 hours of sleep, so the world is just too much for me. But I also worked at a special needs preschool for 2 years prior to becoming a therapist, so I know how to wrangle kids on minimal sleep. I got to the crowd control mode, asking the boys about their interests and reminding them that we have to be quiet to talk about them. I find out the brothers are Eric and Daniel, 9 and 6, and they are really excited about going on a plane. The boys start having a quiet convo about Minecraft. The mom behind me thanks me, and we actually have a nice chat about me previously working in the special needs school and how fun it was. An hour and a half later, I'm boarding the plane, and I see the tired mom like 5 rows back from where I was seated. She's at a window seat, and she's already passed out. I sit, and about 5 minutes later, I see the dad and two boys coming on the plane. The first kid, Daniel, sits down next to me, and the dad pauses for a moment, just staring at me. After a minute, I'm like, is something wrong? I poop you not. This man proceeds to take the boarding pass out of his second son's hand, swap it with his, and tell his son to sit in the aisle seat. He then bolts to the row his wife is in. Once the disbelief wears off, the boys start asking me questions about the plane and snacks in the TV mounted in front of them. I am so exhausted I don't even flight it. I don't even fight it. Okay, that makes more sense. I show the older kid how to turn on the TV screen and on the seat in front of him and tell him Miss Mindful is really sleepy, like your mom, so I'm going to take a nap. Both of them tell me to have a nice nap and I pass out. I wake up 2 hours later to my tray down with a mini water bottle and a bag of cookies on it. Apparently my new friends thought I would want a snack when I woke up. Great kids. 30 minutes before we land, there's a commotion behind us and what sounds like running. All of a sudden, formerly asleep mom is very much awake and looking over both kids to make sure they are all right. Both of them mention how they've been watching Moana, so they are perfectly fine. Mom then shoots her husband the neutral face of displeasure. If you don't know what that is, Google the fresh off the boat clip of it. When we got off the plane, Mom follows me to the bathroom to apologize. Apparently she took some medication to ease her anxiety with flying, but it just knocked her out. Can't be anxious if you're unconscious, I suppose. Her husband was supposed to sit with the younger boy, while the older one sat with her. She freaked out when she woke up and saw her husband, and in her drowsy state, thought her husband forgot the children back at JFK, hence her panic. Apparently, her husband thought it was a good idea to just leave them with me because he heard me talking about working in a school and figured they would be fine with me. She apologized, and when we got out of the bathroom, she made her husband apologize for abandoning her children with a stranger. The whole walk out of to the pickup area, she was reminding her children about stranger danger and how they needed to be careful in big places like this. Daniel gave me a paper heart he folded out of New York City brochure, so I have a best friend now, lol. Okay, so the dad was like fully at fault, but oh my god, the kids were so nice and adorable. But yeah, no, it sounds like the dad is just like all around very entitled and incompetent. Cause like even in the beginning, he was like wheeling on about her being tired after like taking anxiety medication, which like obviously some medications can make people very tired. I would know. I've taken like allergy stuff that's making me extremely tired immediately. So like this dude just does not know what he's talking about. But sadly, ladies and gents, that is all the time we have for today. If you like this video, press the like button. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, comment them down below. If you really like this video and want to see more like it, please subscribe. And that is all for today, so until the next video, goodbye.
I know it's my ADHD, cause I can't stop moving my feet. And I feel